So Maisie, fantastic to see you here for the premiere of The Falling. Now, for all your fans from Game of Thrones out there, tell them how your character Lydia in this film compares to Arya Stark.
So Lydia is very, very different to that of the characters that I played before, particularly Arya Stark. She invests a lot of emotional energy into other people. She feels very secure with her best friend Abigail, and really kind of struggles to make new friends and struggles to kind of break out of this really tight bond that the two of them have. And when Abigail kind of shows signs of growing up and having sex and meeting boys and speaking to different girls, and it really kind of shakes Lydia's world. And it just kind of explores the emotions and the feelings and thoughts that you have as a teenager growing up. And when your hormones are all over the place, I think it kind of just did that really, really honestly. And then when tragedy strikes amongst the school and there's a mass fainting epidemic, Lydia takes it upon herself to figure out what's going on, and she truly believes there's something in the school, the teachers have done something, there's something wrong, something seriously wrong, and you really get that feeling in the movie. And then, along the way, discover some really deep secrets about certain characters. I think I like to pretend that I'm very similar to Arya. I like to pretend that I could pull out a sword and kill anyone that hurt me. But I think Lydia's got something that we all see in ourselves, and it's that kind of comfort when you have your strong base of friends or your family around you, and how that really kind of, how that makes you feel so stable, and then when that's kind of shaken up, you feel a bit lost, I guess.
What was it about the story that resonated with you when you first read the script?
I think the way in which The Falling explores female adolescence and the feelings and emotions that you feel when your body is completely changing, when your hormones are all over the place, and how it kind of portrayed what's going on in Lydia's mind when her best friend, who she's spent so much time with and invested so much emotional energy into, has now got a boyfriend and is having sex and exploring herself, and it's just like the scary moment when you let go of childhood and accept being adulthood. And I love that about it. It's never really been done quite as honestly as this script was written.
Was it interesting for you as well, going back to the late 1960s and exploring how a teenager would think at that particular period of time too?
Exactly, and the differences in the way schools are run and the way in which you would behave are extremely different. The consequences were so much higher. And I think about kids at school shouting out and calling out and things like that, and when we sort of took it back to 69, it was just the strangest thing in the way in which our school day was ran on set, and every morning we'd say good morning to our teacher, which you would never get anymore. And it was just so interesting to do, and they made it very real on set, which is very helpful.